The road to Special Ops, road to Elite Ops, hell, even the road to whatever the highest rank is in any other competitive game is something that all the top players try and strive towards. Yet, while it is a good thing to strive to be the best you can be, sometimes you can feel like you are stuck. You feel like you can't make any more progress no matter how hard you try or no matter what you try to do. And over time, as you're watching other players reach the highest rank over and over again, you begin to feel frustrated at the fact that you are still at the same level you were a few weeks or a few months ago. I also struggle with this from time to time, and on those days where you feel like you aren't hitting any of your shots, that feeling of frustration feels even worse. But it doesn't mean that we should just give up. If anything, this means we need to start changing the way we are practicing or warming up before we start ranking. Because clearly what we've been doing is no longer going to work anymore. If we want to become the best player we can be, to where we can reach the highest rank over and over again, we need to learn from the best. We need to compare where we are right now to a player at a level where we want to be and see what they are doing in their games versus what we are doing in our games. And this is exactly what I am going to do. The Road to Special Ops series is about to get a new format overhaul in the hopes that you will take what I'm about to do and use this as a tool to help you become the best player you can be. Strap on in, grab your notes, and welcome to the Road to Special Ops Reloaded. First thing we're going to do is take a look at where we are and set some goals. The reason we want to do this is so we can set expectations for ourselves for what we need to do to get to that next level. Let's say that you're starting out in Platinum 2. This is about the average rank currently in Critical Ops. Instead of setting the goal to get to Special Ops by the end of the year, or in some extreme cases at the end of the month, let's focus on getting to Platinum 3 first. And once you hit Platinum 3, you're going to want to hit Platinum 4 and so on. This way of setting goals helps with managing our expectations so we don't become frustrated when we don't reach our goals. Alright, so we have set our goals. Now what? Well, now we need to play a ranked game. Now, I am aware that Critical Ops does not have a replay system where you can go and watch your previous games, so you're going to have to rely on capturing your gameplay via native screen recording, a third-party screen recording app, or you could do what I do and use a capture card and record your gameplay to your PC or what have you. The reason you want to record your gameplay is so you can get a better perspective on how you play outside of your point of view. This extra set of eyes helps you see things that you previously missed while you were playing your game. And trust me, you can miss a lot. Now with your gameplay footage, let's look for some gameplay on YouTube that has higher level players that you want to play as. All of the best players will most likely put their best games on YouTube. So let's start with searching for Critical Ops full ranked match. From there, you can select whichever player you want. It does not matter to player as long as they are higher rated than you. I will say this though, it is difficult to find a specific map, mostly because they are much older videos. So just do your best, and if all else fails, just watch some old Cool Marker Twist videos on the map you want, because chances are they have already played on it at least once. This is where you're going to need to take notes and pay attention to what that player is doing compared to what you are doing in each round. Watch how they place their crosshair, what utility they use and where they use it, how they peek corners, what positions they take and how do they hold them, and even the routes they take when they are rotating. Nothing is off the table when it comes to taking these notes. Now take what you have gathered from that video and compare it to what you recorded during your game. Odds are you did none of what that high-level player did during your game. Or you may have done a couple things, but you weren't consistent enough. So how would you go about playing like them? This is where you take those notes that you wrote down from that high-level player's video, and you are going to apply everything you learned into practice. You are going to want to make yourself a custom diffuse lobby. So set the map to the map you played during your ranked game. Set the timer to 30 minutes with the economy disabled and unlimited ammo enabled. Make sure that you make it a private room with a password so that no unwanted guests drop in for a surprise visit. It's okay if you need to rewatch that video to get a good idea where they are placing their crosshair or how they're positioning themselves in that particular spot. Take your time and go through all of the notes and make necessary adjustments to your gameplay on that map. So that way you can apply these changes the next time you run into that map during one of your ranked games. The reason why you want to practice these things right after a ranked match is because it it helps with retaining information. This allows you to break down in detail what you did wrong and be able to fix any mistakes you made during that game. With the aid of the high-level players' footage and taking notes about their playstyle, you can begin to develop new strategies that you previously never would have come up with on your own if you'd been doing the same things you've been doing. And by doing this after every ranked game, it will give you good practice on how to take notes and what you need to look for to help you get to that next level. I know for a fact that a good majority of you watching this video are going to type in the comments, cool, and move on to the next clips video with no soul behind it. But I just want you to know that starting very soon, I will be doing this during my live streams. I will play a ranked game, then I will watch a higher level player's gameplay on the map that I played on, and I'll take notes and practice what I am doing live. I plan on doing this until I've reached my ultimate goal of special ops, and hopefully you all will be able to learn something from watching me. And speaking of watching me, check out these videos that YouTube is recommending you watch. And both of them better be my videos, otherwise I'm gonna give you bad tips on purpose. And don't say I heard you to give bad tips in the comments. Come on, man, be original.